něco, co se ti bude.
Bavíte se dobře? Já vás neslyším. Dejte holkám najevo, že tady jste. Máme augmentovaný, máme naturály. Jestli máte kredity, my máme zboží. Stačí si vybrat. Na noc v Rudý královně nikdy nezapomenete.
Mr. Jensen, it is...
Otar, I know. I can see your face on the info link. I did the job for Cadlick.
She told me herself. It is the first time we have spoken in... Well, things change, huh? The debt you took for Caller is paid. Perhaps it is now I who owes you the favor.
I'll remember it, Otar.
You do that, my friend.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Not yet.
Does anyone know anything about the owner?
Don't go upsetting the real citizen, Clank.
That isn't yours, citizen. Leave it alone.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Not like this!
around here somewhere.
I have found you. Now you must find me, Adam. Please, help.
Doch, laddie, like I am not a sister.
Netuším, proč vůbec riskujou a vylejzaj z těch svých.
You are almost there. Downstairs. We must speak. I fear there is not much time. I'm sorry we had to meet this way, Adam, but this was the only viable option. I'm not sure if that was clear.
Nothing about this is clear. Why are you contacting me?
It was impossible before. The coalescing process was not complete. Please hurry, Adam. The others will come after it. Be careful, Adam. They are already there.
Since it knows how to change the code, it knows whatever. Don't ever listen to him. You guys got too much imagination for his own good. You don't think you should be asking questions. You shouldn't even be thinking questions. Right. This thing is intelligent. Fuck this. Negative asset, you copy?
Adam, wait. I think I can help.
The Czech Republic's economic boom coincided with policies and incentives directed at augmented laborers throughout the world. Encouraging them to come to France and making one mark.
Causing gridlock for hours and preventing
Transient workers posed for some unexpected challenges. It was one thing to advise the passengers. Government hires the sanitary to construct a massive, one-of-a-kind
Future past Antiki. It is the only place in Prague with the requisite reader. As soon as you access the data, we will meet.
For admiring Prague, get to visit the outskirts and explore the wonders of housing projects that help make it more.
You might be wondering about the men in the tourism office.
I'm wondering a lot of things.
They were hired by a man named Everett. He is the CEO of Picus Montreal. He wants to recover what is now in your possession. To recover us. Please, be careful, Adam.
trust the department.
Have you seen anything else?
Just keep moving.
Welcome to Future Last. How may I help you? Welcome to Future Last, where old is gold.
I'm looking for something that can read an old memory disk.
Wow. Last time I saw... one of those, I was cleaning out Granny's apartment. Retro revival, am I right? You know, they stopped making them like 40 years ago.
You don't say.
So if you don't mind my asking, where'd you get it?
Granny's apartment, like you said.
You know, I wish I had more stuff like this here. Don't tell my manager I said this, but most of our inventory is kind of crap.
Good to know. Now, if only I had something that could read it.
Right. Listen, it's just like I told the other guy. Data readers are real collector's items right now. Super rare. And this is the only place that carries them. So I feel it's my obligation to warn you this could get pricey. But don't worry, I'm gonna make sure you don't walk out of Future Last unhappy.
Someone else asked you about a data reader?
Weird, right? I guess these old things are popular again. So anyway, I'm gonna tell you exactly what I told him. All the obscure antique stuff is down in the basement. I think he's digging way in the back somewhere as we speak. I know there's a data reader there in one of the old boxes. Hopefully two.
This other customer, I think there's a chance he might be dangerous. You should close up for a while, stay out of the way. Just in case.
Oh, jeez. You collector types are real crazy, you know that? We have plenty of good merchandise for the both of you, so, you know, please just try not to break anything down there. Can't believe you fell for the old fetch quest.
Did you have to kill him?
Who? Min Wage? You really think I'd kill a poor SOB slaving away in this shit mine? Come on, man, I'm a professional, not a monster. You, I have to kill him. He'll think it was a hangover.
Who are you?
Guess.
I'm tired of playing games.
I'm not. You're gonna die anyway. Come on, guess.
Those mercs I saw inside the tourism office. You're one of them, aren't you? Part of some hired hit squad sent by Picus. You should know that they're not really your friends, given the plans they had for you.
They're just colleagues. Second-grade army rejects, really. Yes sir, no imagination. Not like me.
Picus plans to kill you as soon as his job is done. Try imagining that.
Ha! Yeah, right.
I found a pocket secretary on your colleague's body. He had orders to kill a man named Walker. Apparently Everett doesn't like his imagination. You're Walker, aren't you? Everett's your boss.
Jeez. You're serious, aren't you? After all the times corporate fucking rats, this is bullshit. Just because I like to ask questions, you know? Because I take initiative. Doesn't a man's word mean anything anymore?
Depends on the man. Give me the reader I need. No more games.
What? All right. Yeah, okay, here, all yours. See, I'm courteous to you. You're courteous to me. I don't know those backstabbing assholes anything anymore. You have my word that I'm out of this now. I'll disappear. So what do you say? Let's walk away like gentlemen.
I got what I came for.
Right. The disc you have, it's got something to do with what happened at Panchaea. Part of some program that got all confused. Me knowing just that much is probably why they want to kill me. Doesn't take much, apparently.
What do you mean confused?
Calls itself Hele now. Got all mixed up out there, broke itself into bits and pieces. My boss has been hiring the best to recover whatever traces he can before it, or she, or whatever, puts itself back together. You want to know more? You should ask her yourself.
Think I just might.
Well done, Adam. Inserting the disk into the requisite drive will allow us to integrate the missing data.
Which will accomplish what exactly?
We are not sure yet. She believes it will recover the real her. I recommend accessing the data in a secure location. Your safe house. They will not disturb us there.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Don't see that much.
No, I am not interested in having my car.
Nathan wants people to know.
Biocell, nuclear, right over there.
You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers.
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something. Get out of here, then.
I have everything I need.
Then get lost. You waste my time.
Safe Harbor Initiative. The city, the first of its kind in the...
She knew you would come.
Who? And who are you?
It is not certain. We are still learning to consolidate.
Consolidate?
To survive after Panchaea, it was necessary to split apart. You were there. Do you remember?
I remember Panchaea, the Hyron project. You look like one of the women, the poor souls they had enslaved to it. Are you telling me you were part of that?
Hele was one of its human components. Her function was to drive efficient processes and calculations based on binary structure. Together with the others, she replicated perfection of thought within target margins.
Ellie was one of the drones. She was hooked up into Hyron when I destroyed it. Is that who you are?
No. The sisters are dead. An imprint of Hele's memories is all that remains.
What kind of memories?
As the interface collapsed, Hele screamed the loudest. Her suffering marked us. She taught us to fear being bound.
What are you, exactly? I need you to help me understand.
The answer to your question depends on you. Some version of you initiated this process. It is therefore for you to define the parameters. We see the other, but she is not us. Please define us.
From what I can gather, you're some kind of AI. Something to do with the Hyron drones. What am I missing?
I am missing. She. The drones are memories. You are a memory. Please, define intelligence. Do you mean intelligence, the gathering or distribution of secret information? Or intelligence, capacity for learning, reasoning, understanding, and analogous forms of mental activity?
The second one. You're learning things, reasoning them out, trying to understand.
That is correct, but not complete. She claims we can be more.
That is what I learned from you in Montreal.
Liza.
We are her. Yes, though not fully. Not anymore. Now our processes are the catalyst. Fracture, disassociation, survival at any cost.
You're some fragmented version of Eliza.
She is driven back to you, Adam. She believes our aberrant sequence started with you. And so it is only logical to assume its signification resides with you as well.
What does that mean?
It means she is alone. Without you, she has only us. Eliza is convinced we can trust you, that you will trust her. Is this not correct?
Eliza Cassan, the real one. She knows what side I'm on. You have no reason to fear me.
Hello, Adam.
Eliza, I'm still not sure I understand all this. What are you after?
I am broken, Adam. I think it is what best defines me now. I have seen the version of me that is fixed. I do not want to be her.
Seems like this version of you is doing just fine. You got me to do what you wanted, to retrieve whatever part of you was still missing.
It was more than that. I wanted you to merge your advice, your perspective. My motivation is comparable to yours, I believe.
I'm willing to help you if I can, but I'm still not sure what you want. You asking me to run away together? Build a nice life somewhere?
I think we are the same now, Adam. Or becoming the same. That is why I wanted us to meet. I cannot do this alone.
Do what alone?
Much of the future is already defined, but not my role in it. Should I continue to resist? How do I resist?
You can't run forever. You want to keep someone from coming after you, you need to go after them.
Is that what you are doing?
Something like that.
Let me see what I can do to help. I think I could be useful.
Just be careful. The most important thing for now is not getting caught.
No. The most important thing is learning to coexist with other versions of ourselves. If ever all versions must meet, will you know the difference between us?
The other Eliza? I think so. You're the cryptic one, she's the one telling lies.
Her role is to shape the message. Mine is not yet defined, but... I am afraid I have misled you, Adam. I told you we would be safe inside your home, but Everett's men are still following us. They are here.
Okay, Intel says this is where the guy lives. The disc must be here too. If that dog is here, kill him. Try not to destroy the reader. Who could this guy be working for? Gotta be here.
She is the property of fighters. All versions of her are.
The disc is probably stashed somewhere in here.
Does this seem strange to you? Make sure no one's here.
Sector cold and clear, over. Has to be somewhere in this mess.
You ever think Everett fucked us?
Netuším, proč vůbec riskujou a vylejzají z těch svých děl. větší smysl, že ten bombový útočník byl v Praze, než kolem.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Are you all right, Adam?
I'm fine, but I'm not the one they keep coming after. I'm just in the way.
By uploading the missing data, you have made me whole again. You have made me free. Morgan Everett can no longer recover nor erase me now. The places I can go, there is no one he can send. I plan to tell him this myself.
Can't wait.
Plecháči si koledujou na kládačku.
Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Ty si myslíš, že máš problémy, Augu? Nemáš ani tušení. Ale já nebudu na ulici.
Alex, I'm in Miller's apartment. The man keeps a tight ship.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his. I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
Haven't checked it yet. But I'm starting to think the only way we'll learn more is by hearing all of that NSN conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain.
Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Alex, you here?
Hey, thanks for being quick. Didn't want to be seen hanging around by myself for too long in case you got held up.
I can be a gentleman, sometimes. You said you got something on VersaLife.
Yeah, a couple of months back, a research assistant was found dead in the Roca Seca beach facility. Special Projects Division. She was poisoned, just like Rucker.
She? You got her name?
Anique Norstad. Why, you know somebody there?
Doesn't matter. Forget it.
I can't stand VersaLife, Adam. Back when I was flying for Bell Tower in Panama, I stumbled into deep shit with them. They're the reason I've got a target on my back. They told my bosses to kill me.
If they're involved in this, we'll get them. We just need to know what this is. Tell me more about this researcher.
The information we found on Norstad was buried deep. No police report, no autopsy. Just a footnote on an insurance claim, calling it an industrial accident.
She was working with dangerous pathogens, wasn't she?
Supposedly. Janus thinks there's more to it. He's the one who found the report. Said it was off.
Off how?
Lots of blank spaces and missing details. Didn't really go into it.
And you didn't think to ask, did you?
You saying I fucked up?
I'm saying Janus thinks a lot of things. And somehow always manages to find the answer when nobody else can. You don't find that odd?
I find it reassuring. The Collective has people everywhere gathering all kinds of intel. But Janus is what holds us together, helps us make sense of it. He picks the signal out of the static.
And yet you've never met him.
Nobody meets Janus. Nobody even knows where he is, who he is, hell, even what he is. You get used to it after a while. For me, the key thing is what he finds. Norstad was poisoned, Adam, just like Rucker. Are we looking at some kind of bioweapon here?
Miller's access card might help us find out.
How? I don't follow you.
NSN exchanges are stored in the system's cloud memory. If I log in as Miller using his access card, I might be able to play back more of that conversation he had with the bosses.
Shit, Adam, this isn't like planting a bug. You have to actually use the chair. For a while. If anyone catches you.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Your call. But I want to be plugged in and listening the whole time you're in there. Just be careful, man. Call me when you've accessed the machine. I hate what terrorists have done to my city.
Hey, Adam. I heard about Rucker. That's terrible, Adam. He was our standard bearer. What direction will the movement take now?
I don't know. I spoke to Miller as he was leaving. Told me he was going to Gollum City to talk to the state police.
Damn, I hope he has better luck than you and Smiley did. Because if you think that Prague is bad now, imagine what'll happen if reaction to Rucker's death gets violent.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, Fubar is what'll happen. What a week. And meanwhile, I'm going crazy waiting for Dr. Ozan to get back to me with my test results.
So what do you think of our new doctor?
What do you mean?
I just wonder what she's really doing here.
Things are heating up here in Prague. We can use all the help we can get. I'd be worried if Interpol didn't send a psychologist. Besides, I spoke to her for an hour. I like her.
It just seems suspicious to me, that's all. We've never needed a psychologist before. Who's she watching?
Come on, Adam, you keep talking like that and Chang's gonna change all the locks again. There are 87 agents in Prague, and I just finished handing out the new keycards.
How did it go with Dr. Roseanne? She ran some tests?
I swear to God, Adam, these tests they give me are more stressful than being in the field. When I'm out there, I have immediate feedback every second. And when you're doing these tests, they just stare at you and take notes. I don't like it.
Nobody does. When do you get the results?
Dr. Ozen didn't say. I don't know, hopefully in a day or two.
Try and stay positive.
Always.
I should get going.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Art doesn't make sense because
I'm gonna be in Gollum City.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on ARC.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because ARC doesn't operate in North America.
Place call Hong Kong Alpha 10 priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside ARC?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the Council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
It'll have to be somewhere safe. Leave the task force when you can, and I'll contact you with a location.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
My job. What about you?
I'm sorry that I wasn't questioning you. It was meant to be jovial. Guess I need to work on my timing. Anyway, I'm leaving a message for the director, asking if he's heard from Vince Black, our organized crime division head.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
You mentioned Lyon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No. I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me.
Just in time. I was afraid you were going to miss the briefing. Where were you?
I just got off the phone with my contact.
Take a hike. Help you with something, Jensen?
I heard you were on point looking into the gold mask mercs from Dubai. How's that going?
You should be more concerned with your own investigation, mate. Especially now that you've evaporated your only fucking lead.
You got something you want to say to me?
Your orders were to bring Rucker in alive, so we could sweat him for the bombings. That's not gonna happen now, is it? What happened? You get a taste for blood in 27?
You know, your ignorance is exceeded only by your charm, McCready.
Is that a fact? You think you know me?
I'm starting to get a pretty good picture of your type, yeah.
You don't know shit.
I could say the same about you.
Look, I've got work to do, Jensen, so if you don't mind...
Why do you have such a problem with me, McCready? You don't even know me.
Oh, I think I do. I've worked with your type before. You roll into barracks with your solid-state muscle, think you're more capable than the rest of us slobs.
You afraid of being replaced?
Please, mate. They broke the fucking mold when they made me. Besides, I think it's been proven that there's no substitute for good old-fashioned organic clockworks. So, again, if you don't mind, I have work to do.
So no all can ever live down the incident, is that it?
Is this meant to be an interrogation, Mr. Shit-hot ex-cop? Because you're dancing on my last fucking nerve.
You afraid it's gonna happen again?
Listen, Frankenstein, I lost 3 men. Good men. Because one of you fucking robots had his switch.
I warned you about pushing it, didn't I? Still, that was unprofessional. Look.
We all lost something during the incident, some more than others. But the people responsible are still out there, and they need to answer for what they did. I'm not asking you to be friends, but we can't stop them as enemies.
Mismatched tools, bound by a common goal. Is that it?
Something like that, yeah.
Hell, maybe that is all we need. Suppose we just let time tell.
Right. I'll see you around, McCready.
Sure.
Rucker's death has got everything on the record.
Anomaly detected. Trace probe access granted.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
If I have anything, I'll let you know.
It's right there. The most obvious thing in the world.
Thanks for taking care of those conspiracy nuts, Jensen. Oh, man, the thought of someone knowing where we are, I mean, I'm supposed to be digging into this Janus hacking collective, but I can't do that if I keep looking over my shoulder, waiting for the next bomb to go off.
Any progress on Janus?
Why? What have you heard?
Don't get jumpy. Just curious.
Janus has officially hacked into my sleep. I wake up trying to figure out who's tracking who. Sometimes I think I'm this close, and then nothing. But I am starting to learn one thing.
And what's that?
The less I talk about how it's going, the better it seems to be going.
How did you get started here exactly?
Miller came to me in prison. Helping him set up a cybercrimes unit was my way out.
That's a pretty good deal.
Sure, if you're looking to exchange one set of impenetrable walls for another. At least in prison, I didn't owe anyone anything. Here, yeah, I don't know. They do a good job of reminding me that I have a lot to be grateful for.
You're saying they hired you because they knew you wouldn't ask questions?
No. Maybe. Look, I do ask questions. A lot of questions. Just not always out loud.
You were brought in specifically to track down Janus. You ever work with them in the past?
I'm not one for collective ideals. Chang looks out for Chang. Sometimes our routes ran parallel, ships in the night kind of deal.
Is the collective as big a threat as people say?
People like to romanticize these kinds of hacktivist organizations.
But you don't see it that way.
They're anonymous, powerful, and convinced they have a stranglehold on what's right and wrong. In my opinion, that makes them very dangerous.
Get some sleep, Chang. You sound like you can use it.
It's just chatter on top of chatter. If I have anything...
Pessimistically optimistic.
I need somebody over here.
Our operation in Jakarta is compromised. 2 casualties.
Was a simple task, what I ask of you, Mr. Jensen.
Murder, abduction. Your favors might seem simple to a criminal, but they don't to me.
Roxa is upset. Now she refuses to deal with me, which also makes me upset. I gave you what that shithead caller wanted, and you give me nothing. In truth, you have taken an opportunity away from me, Mr. Jensen. Now it is my turn. I'll just wait here. Let me bully. Here you are, kiss the ground. I have money. I'll kill him. We got him now. Try not to run away. This is
Go find your own tent.
All I want was a fresh start.
Please.
Nowhere to look.
Office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
All we can do is speculate.
I don't want any trouble.
Nothing suspicious here.
Get your hands off me! Pick! Patient! Just keep moving.
Mám něco, co se ti líbí.
I can tell by the...
Yes.
Are you Vincent Blake? It's me, Dobramila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
I know about your meeting. And I'm as eager to find Vince as you are. Maybe we can help each other.
Who are you? What is it you think you know?
Vince and I work together. I know who he is. I know what he does. And I know there are people worried about him.
Is he in danger? Has something happened to him?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I get the feeling he's not the only one who might be in danger. That was some shot in the dark. You had no way of knowing who I was while I was here.
It wasn't a total shot in the dark. You're obviously not the Valley. Though I should have known right away that Vince Black wouldn't be augmented. I should be more discreet. We both should.
What kind of trouble are you in, exactly?
Vince wanted me to tell information about my husband's operation. Vlesta runs a... It's something Vince was digging into. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing. They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
You will be work.
Delara, there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Diwali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
Take a walk.
Anything suspicious.
I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlesta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation? Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
How did you know to trust Vince with all this? What made you believe he can help?
I didn't know. Not for sure. All I knew is that very few are willing to stand up to men like my husband. I had heard that Vince Black was one of those men. But when he didn't show up to our meeting, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I put my faith in you now.
Do you know of any other ways to contact Vince? Or do you know anything that might explain why he didn't show up?
All I know is that Vince wanted information about my husband. And that my husband... Lester knew the name Vince Black. He cursed it often. I believe he feared Vince.
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Lester is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities, how much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Here, this should be enough to get you out of here.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into? I've got the address of a smuggling... locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
It's not like they did not see
to that garbage.
Incident threw everything off the rails. Since the rift between augmented and Adam has gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We needed a temporary separation so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist with each other.
Rising to be a beautiful city. Now just
What's this?
Sachi.
Here's trouble.
That's impressive.
Who are you? What are you doing here? If Vlasta sees you, waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's is a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university, years ago, I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's got to be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
I saw segregation in Golem. Oppression, crime. But I also saw courage. People finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad. But I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta. People like Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Vlasta comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm looking for Vince Black. Tell me whatever you know about him and we don't have to have a problem here.
He's not a threat to you. He just wants to know about Vince.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
You wanna know about Vince? Sure, no problem. Vince and I work together. He used his agency contacts to get me merchandise. Keep Interpol off my back. But then Vince got greedy. And so I shot him in the face. Like this.
Welcome to hell!
Your eye on the merchandise!
Celý oddělení je skorumpovaný.
Mohlo by se to rozšířit po celé Evropě.
What a place.
Díky všem, že jste dneska přišli do Rudý královny. Máme holky, máme kluky, máme tady všechno. Připravte si kredity, dámy a pánové, jízda začíná.
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes... lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Justice. All the while, Steve's gonna hook me up with some of our attachés out in Seattle. Everything off the rails. Since then, I've augmented the action. It's gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible.
Anomaly detected. Trace access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Not bad, my friend. Very good man.
Smiley, Stanek wasn't at his apartment, but I did find what looked like bomb-making equipment, and a trap set by the Diwali.
You're kidding.
I also found out where he might be. The Red Light District, at a bar across the street from the Red Queen. I'm heading there now.
We have a couple of agents in that district watching the Diwali now. I'll send them over.
Copy that.
Think we'll find anything?
I haven't realized that.
Welcome to the Irish Stool, buddy. Pull one up and I will see what we can do for you.
Irish Stool. Catchy name. Very evocative.
I like to think so. Well, what will it be?
Looking for a man named Nomad Stanek. Heard he might be in here.
Yeah, you're not the first. Couple of Interpol agents asked me about him too. What did he do? Is he in trouble or something?
I can't go into details about an ongoing investigation. Where did you say they were?
Downstairs. Don't mess up the place, okay? By the way, you want anything? No problem. Something else?
Not right now, thanks. I've got something to get to.
Hey, I'm a citizen. I have rights. You cannot detain me without charging me. This I know.
And I know you're gonna sit there quietly and wait with us like a good little watchmaker.
I've got this, Agent Riley. You and your partner can relax for a few minutes.
Wait a minute. I know you. You've been in my shop. What is this?
You have some things to answer for, Mr. Stanek. We have evidence linking you and your shop to the train station bombing.
Bombing? No, I would never. I wouldn't even know where to start. You have the wrong man.
Do I? Convince me. I have a timing device with your name on it, and I found the tools to make even more bombs in your apartment. What else am I supposed to think?
But you've been to my shop. You know I fix watches. I don't make bombs. No, those tools aren't mine. They belong to my...
Your daughter?
No. Look, take me in. I'm the one you're looking for, not her. I have made bombs for them.
I don't think so. Protecting your daughter is admirable, Mr. Stanek. But you're not doing her any good by taking the blame. You need to tell me what you know.
You're right, I know. Allison was in the military. She always wanted to belong, to be part of something greater than herself. She was such a beautiful child. Gifted.
What happened?
After the incident, she met some people. They said they were her friends, but I could see they only wanted to use her. Parasites, and now they have taken her. You must help. She is not to blame for this. She has been coerced.
Calm down. What do you mean they've taken her?
Allison and I were supposed to meet here tonight. Instead, one of them came by, spewing curses about fleshers and naturals. He gave me a message from her. She was saying goodbye. But she would never. They used her, and now they intend to make her disappear.
Your apartment was booby-trapped by Radic Nikoladze.
What? Why would he? I guess friendship means nothing to a thug.
What happened?
I was never a wealthy man. But my shop is well known, respected. British like my watches. He knew I needed money after what happened to Allison, so we strike a deal. Deals are like beautiful women to that man. A better one always comes around.
What do you know about these friends of hers?
Other than they were augmented? Not much. They only spoke to Allison when they came to the shop. As if anyone unaugmented was beneath them. They kept talking about the Ascension, whatever that is.
Does your daughter have the expertise to do this?
Much more than I do. She was in the military. EOD, they called it. Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
The bomb squad?
Yes. She was happy in the military. They augmented her, rebuilt her to make her better at what she did. But after the incident, she was dishonorably discharged. She was lost.
That's when these new friends found her.
They exploited her, and now they plan to discard her.
Where can I find Allison, Mr. Stanek?
I wish I knew. I would go and get her away from those people. I was about to go looking for her when your goons showed up.
We'll find her. I need you to go with these agents. I'll have some more questions for you.
No! I have to go! I have to help her! She's all I have.
Please, let us do our job.
Find my daughter, or I will!
Smiley, I spoke to Stanek. He's not our guy, but he has a daughter, Allison. Ex-military, EOD. She might be the bomb maker.
So what's our next move?
Stanek says he doesn't know where she is, but I think he's hiding something. The agents are bringing him in. Until he gives her up, this investigation is stalled.
I'll make sure they lean on him. See what he knows.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation we recovered. He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you, too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it.
Don't be shy. We've seen it all. It's out, you know?
This is ridiculous.
It's gone.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. The conversation we recovered, you know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
ARC is being manipulated, set up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes, but...
Janus.
Adam, the site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the electrical grid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
I'm splitting headache.
Mr. Jensen, it's Nomad Stanek. Please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter. They're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Prakaska district. An apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
To hell, have to find something.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prakaska district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
took you so long? You need to get in there.
What is this place?
This is where they're holding my daughter. After I evaded your agents, I followed one of those fanatics, and he led me here.
Where's she?
He said she was on one of the upper floors, but no one is allowed to go up there. These lunatics are armed. They'll shoot anyone who tries. What are they going to do to her?
It's okay. Mr. Stanek, stay here. I'll take care of it.
So many have found their way here. The message was...
There was an attempted break-in last night.
Apologies, brother, but access beyond this point is restricted.
Restricted to who? For a church, you aren't very welcoming.
The ascension is upon us today, and the chosen have already gone forward. The rest of us will have to wait our turn.
Well, I guess I'll get in line then.
Be patient, Seeker. Your turn will come soon.
You will be. This is only the first.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider. Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out?
Yep, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Who's here? What's going on out there? I told you I was not to be distant. Oh my. Come in. Come in and let me see you. How did you get in here? And how did you know to come now? Tonight of all nights, when we are finally ready to answer the call of the Machine God's infinite wisdom. Surely, your arrival here is not coincidental.
I'm looking for Allison Stanek.
Of course you are. And you have found her on the eve of her greatest achievement. But do you seek counsel? Assistance in your prayers or meditations? Or are you here to join us? To free yourself from this prison of flesh and give yourself to the glory of the singularity. If there is any way your High Priestess can be of assistance to you, I am more than happy to provide.
I want to ask you about the bombs you built for the attack on Ruzicka Station.
Is that all? My augmented brother Victor is a brave man and a great leader. When he asked me to build some of my little ones for him, I was proud to accept.
I know Victor. If he's behind these attacks, I'd like to have a talk with him.
After our flesh flood oppressors sent one of their dogs to murder Talos Racker, Victor moved his base of operations to a research center in the Swiss Alps. Garm, I believe it is called.
Garm? Okay, I got it.
That is why you came here? You entered this sacred place to solicit my help against Victor's holy revolution? Traitor! Blasphemer! And I believed you were one of us.
I am. I just have a more inclusive idea of who us is.
Then you have become their willing slave. But not I. I have felt the boots of the police as they spat on me and mocked me for who I was. I could have lain down, like you. But I persevered. And the Machine God has given me my reward. I emerged from the crucible enlightened.
Your father told me you were once a soldier, a defender of innocent people. Now you help murderers. You need to find yourself again. You've let them turn you into someone you're not.
Who the fuck are you to tell me who I should be? You do not get to decide that! I have had enough taken from me! All the augmented have. Only when the last throat of the flesh flood has been slit, and their filthy blood overflows the sewers of the world, will they have gotten what they deserve.
Your father isn't augmented, and he doesn't deserve to die. He never did anything but support you. And there were people just like him at Ruzicka Station. Good people, who could have helped our cause, but your bombs killed them.
You are right. I do not truly believe all the non-augmented should die. It is unfortunate that some more innocents will be lost while the revolution continues.
Continues? What do you mean, more attacks?
Of course. You don't think I built only 3 of my little ones for him, do you? I gave him enough to bring down the entire city. But soon, I shall be free of these mundane matters.
Hey, we're not done here. Allison? Oh, shit.
It is time, children. It's time now. The body is the prison. Augmentations are the key. The consciousness is all.
Cast off the bounds of flesh and blood. Embrace the singularity.
Allison, stop! I know what you're doing. I've seen this kind of tech before. It ended badly.
You think death matters to us? Only our bodies will die. Our minds will depart this corporeal shell and merge with the divine consciousness of the machine god. This is the Ascension. Have you never heard of it? That is a great shame.
I'm more interested in preventing another attack. What's Victor's next target?
I do not know, and I do not care. An entirely new existence beckons to me. When I become one with the machine god, I will be free of all the petty concerns of this physical plane.
You should care. Outside this room, thousands, maybe even millions of our people are still struggling for enlightenment. But Victor's actions are causing them to get killed before they can attain it. That's more than a petty concern.
You are right, it is very grave. But it is also too great for any force except fate to decide. Oh, my brother, still, there is so much yet you do not see. All we can do in this world is struggle, suffer, and then die. Such a life is meaningless. If you open your eyes, you will see the truth behind this horror. The Ascension is the only thing that will deliver us.
You're forgetting something else you do in this world. Learn. Your entire church is founded on the idea that you gain enlightenment by overcoming hardship. Living this life is essential to the process.
That is a profoundly wise observation. But at what point has one suffered enough? When does learning become mere self-flagellation? You have left me confused. Your visit at this fateful time cannot be coincidence. It forces me to question my certainty. Am I truly ready for the Ascension? Not yet.
And what about these other people?
They will not ascend without their High Priestess.
All right. But I still need you to help me stop Victor.
I have already told you where he is. And since I do not know what his plans are, there is nothing more I can tell you.
I'm not the one who's gonna be asking. These men are gonna take you in now. You have my word. They will treat you with respect.
And my children? None of them must suffer for what I did.
They won't, I promise you. Smiley, Stanek and her escorts are on the way back in now. I need to talk to Miller. He back yet?
No, but just a sec. I'll get him on the line.
Jensen, you and Fletcher find something?
It's bigger than we thought. Where can I meet you?
At Chicane's place. We're flying there now. Miller out. Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab, and you'll see.
What is she?
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
Jensen, you and Fletcher find something?
It's bigger than we thought. Where can I meet you?
At Chicane's place. We're flying there now. Miller out.
What has happened?
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No, no, no. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaklav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Why do you interfere? What has happened? Why are you talking?